Morgan with. Oh, you guys just move over. This way? Yeah. Good call. I just want you guys to look there you go. There we go. Cool. Thank you. All right, guys, it's Morgan with AfterBuzz TV in the backyard, and we are joined with Matt here. Matt,
how we doing?
What do you think about what happened tonight?
That was a heck of a finale. The vote was actually a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be 7-2 for Josh. So the fact that Paul got those 2 additional votes, I was shocked. Obviously, I voted for Paul. I thought he did enough to win, but can't take anything away from Josh, man. He had a rocky season, and he persevered, and I'm really proud of him. I'm really happy.
Why do you think more people voted for Josh than even everyone at home was thinking?
Well, being in jury and being at Jury Roundtable, I can personally attest to the fact that people were very emotional about this, and it had a lot more to do with not wanting Paul to win than it did anyone else to win. Morgan, you probably could have won Big Brother tonight had you been.
I did win Big Brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I was like, I did.
It wasn't your season, but
okay.
you would have won tonight.
I was like, wait a second. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So I have to ask, you got into a few tiffs in the jury segments.
I did, absolutely.
You did. Are you and Mark friends yet?
Yo, I have absolutely no problems with Mark. Mark's a good guy. We were friends all season. You know, things are said in the jury house, and there's going to be fights. I think that people had a misconception just because I was so chill in the house that, outside of the house, I'm not going to say anything if people say anything to me. So, but no, Mark is my friend. I have absolutely no problems with him, and guys can fight and shake hands. So I'm cool with Mark.
Good. Well, in jury, Raven said she was the puppet master. I think that's what maybe started kind of the tiff with Mark making comments. Do you agree with that?
I was never a puppet master. I didn't do it.
Yeah. Okay. We got that one. Yeah. So do you agree with what Raven said, that she did pull some strings?
I mean, I think that got a little bit misconstrued because it was more in relation to her getting Jason out of the game, in which she had everything to do with getting Jason out of the game. So I don't know if she was referring to something beyond that. Raven did do a lot behind the scenes that most people will never see. But in terms of getting Jason out of the game, yeah, she pulled a lot of strings in terms of making sure that he was the one that walked out that door. So much to the fact that Jason actually thought that she wanted Keven out and wouldn't vote for Jason after he eliminated me from the game. So I thought she did a great job.
Interesting. Well, I think everyone really wants to know, you had that big blow-up fight with Jason.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? We kind of saw all season you were so chill, you were just kind of coasting. You got emotional real quick. Where did that come from?
So, just for clarity, I love Jason. He's still my friend. Not a bad thing to say about him. For me, I think I expressed it, in my DRs. It wasn't as much about the decision that he made, because that was not a surprise to me. I said to Raven and Paul the night before that I thought there was a good chance that would happen. It was about how he handled it. You don't go in the storage room and hide for 20 minutes after making a decision like that. You come out, face like a man.
But what if he was actually having a conversation? You don't believe that?
I do not care. That was a complete cop out, and nobody else handled anything like that after making a similar decision. So I was just very disappointed in how he handled it. But Jason's cool. He played a heck of a game, and he's still my boy. So
still boys.
Yep.
Well, okay, everyone has to be wondering about you and Raven.
Yep.
What's the next step for this showmance for Maven?
It's such a terrible name, Maven.
It's a good name. It's either Maven or Rat. So
okay, maybe it is.
We're going with Maven.
It's not that great. We'll see what happens. We're gonna stay out here in California for the next week, and we still haven't known each other for a single minute outside of this house. So I'm really excited to see where it goes and get to know her better. And
will it be Facebook official soon?
I've been in 2 Facebook relationships in my entire life, and one of them was with a guy who was one of my best friends. So I will never be in another Facebook relationship.
All right, so no Facebook.
Question. That will never happen.
Well, Mark made the comment in Jury House that you and Raven played house this season. Do you agree with that?
I think that he'll be pretty surprised when he goes back and watches the show. I think that a lot of people probably thought me and Raven were just in our own little world. In reality, that's not what happened. we knew a lot more that was going on in the house than he did. So I think he'll be a little bit surprised. But I can see where, from his point of view, why he would say that. I can see it.
What would you say that you and Raven's biggest game moves were this season?
My biggest game move was definitely throwing the safety comp to make sure that Cody couldn't play in the veto where he got evicted. Unfortunately, I thought I was going to be a lot better at comps than I was. I was absolutely terrible. So I never got to make a big game move. And then in terms of Raven, it was definitely pulling the strings to get Jason out of the game.
I mean, I've played Big Brother too, so I mean, I know how that works. Most times people say don't volunteer as a pawn, but that's something that you offered yourself up a lot. Did you ever get nervous? What was the thought process of being, hey, I volunteer as tribute?
There was a couple of different thought processes. One, I wanted to make sure that Raven didn't go up because given her situation that, not a lot of people would want to go to the final 2 or 3 with her, so I wanted to make sure that I went up. And 2, the last time I didn't go up as a pawn, and that time I didn't volunteer, and that's when I went home. The other times, I was kind of trying to get my pawnship out of the way when I felt very safe about the result.
But you don't have to go up you don't have to volunteer as a pawn.
No? Oh, I know, absolutely.
It's not a pawnship.
I thought that would build trust in the game. I went up for Jason when nobody else would. I thought that would build some trust. I went up for Alex. I went up for Christmas. And at the end of the day, I mean, those are 3 people that kind of resulted in me getting out of the game. So I obviously didn't play it well, but it was a strategy at the time that I was confident in. So.
Well, being a have-not, let's move on to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure you've got this have-not question. Being a have-not, it sucks, but it's part of the game.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people, there's some controversy with you breaking the have-not rules. Do you stand by your decision, or do you think it was disrespectful for the game?
So, just want to be very clear. My decision not to follow the have-not rules had nothing to do with me being disrespectful to the game or disrespectful to the other players. I hope it wasn't perceived that way. It had everything to do with game strategy. After Jason decided not to use the veto, I didn't know who to trust, and I wanted to stack the odds as much in our favor in terms of Raven staying as I possibly could. So that's why I did that. I actually didn't mind being a have-not at all. In terms of the slop, I think I handled it.
You're lying.
What's that?
You're lying.
The cold showers were terrible, but the slop, I ate slop even when I wasn't a have-not, so that wasn't that bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm in shock by that statement right now because slop is the most disgusting. You like the taste of slop.
The way that we doctored it up with whey protein and stevia and cinnamon, it really wasn't that bad. I probably had a bowl every single day, even when I wasn't a have-not.
So cereal and slop, that's what you're known for. Well, okay, so people don't know too much about you besides the t-shirt and the cereal. I think those are what we learned the most about. Yep. Tell everyone something that they don't know about you.
Tell everybody something that they don't know about me.
No, we didn't. Besides cereal.
Yeah, I am a professional natural bodybuilder, and I have a master's degree.
There you go, guys. It's not just cereal with him.
It is.
It's just. Do you have a cereal sponsorship coming after this?
I'm hoping. I mean, Kellogg's better be in my email or my text messages right now. Hit me up on the DMs, Kellogg's. I have to be associated somehow. I mean, I had like 500 bowls this season, so.
Ouch. Well, I think last question. Everyone's got to ask. Why did you apply to be on Big Brother?
I applied on Big Brother to come and play the game. And like I said, I think people will probably be critical and say that I didn't do a lot, but that's. Anybody that knows me outside of the house will know that this is exactly who I am outside of the house as well. I'm chill, I don't lie, I don't fight with people. And coming in, I knew that I wasn't going to lie, I knew I wasn't going to fight with people, and I didn't change for the game. So you made the decision to throw your game for Raven. Is it upsetting that, you threw away $500,000 and then Raven still didn't get the $1 million? What are your thoughts on that? Not at all. Given where we were in the game, I thought she had a better chance to win than me. She was definitely stronger in the mental comps, and a lot of the competitions moving forward were going to be mental, so I thought she had a better shot than me. She wanted to get Alex out instead of Jason, and if that had happened, she would have won that HOH that Alex won, and she would have stayed. So I don't have.
I think if she was at the end with, say it was, Paul and Josh, do you think it would have been her at the end?
No, she would have had to win the final HOH. There's no way anybody was taking her to the final. So it is what it is.
We'll see, but thank you so much for everything, and thanks for enjoy your night. Nice to meet you.